Hey, kia ora. Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Surprise in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling day. Welcome to podcast. Let me try it again. Welcome to Porch Light Letters podcast number 2200 and can't see 65. I'm gonna cross that one off while I can see it. Tonight we start volume. What volume am I starting this tonight? Volume 25, Clearing the Way. Tonight is episode 1, Lessons in the Release. It's been a busy day, I tell you. I've had such an awesome day today. I helped some people on the chat today, and I got some major sorting done today, and it's just. I woke up from a nap too, so I'm like on fire, ready to go again, because I had burned myself out completely today with, I was monitoring the chat today because it's Columbus Day, so federal holiday, but most people don't, most people don't take the day off to observe it, so there's a lot of people still working regular schedules and everything, so the chat was kind of busy in places today, so I would, answer all the questions, answer all the chats and stuff, and then go off and do some more sorting and stuff. And it is coming along brilliantly. I found a power cord, and I looked at the power cord and go, I know what that belongs to, but I've got no idea where it is, but I found it. So it's good. It's good when you find things that you're supposed to find. And my donate pile has moved into a second box. And the donate pile that I have is for the person who came yesterday and got all of Zeffy's things. And so I'm now picking between what's going to Goodwill. So now I have a donate pile for her charities. I have the Goodwill stuff. I have the stuff that needs to be sold, which is all up on Nextdoor, Facebook Marketplace. Where else have I got it? OfferUp's fiddly. OfferUp will not allow you to create the post on a computer. You have to do it in the app. I'm like, really? I did one post on there today, and it took me 20 minutes to get it up, and everything was already typed out. I just needed to copy and paste from my notes app into the OfferUp app and put the photos in and everything else, and it took me 20 minutes. I'm just like, oh, and I've got so much to put on there. So we're gonna work on that. But anyway, had a couple inquiries again, ghosting again, crickets, but trust the process. I have to keep I've been reminding myself all day, just trust the process. Do what you need to do and trust the process. So that's what I am doing. Anyway, now on to the fun things. So today we're talking about lessons in the release. We're clearing the way, talking about lessons in the release, which ties in with packing and sorting and packing things for moves, for just sorting through things and having like a fall clean out, a spring clean, a summer clean, a winter clean, just one of those things. So there's something profound about the moment you realize that holding on is heavier than letting go. In the act of release, we learn trust in timing, in flow, and in ourselves. I have to totally agree with that. The more that I am releasing, the lighter I am feeling. Whether it's going into the donate to the charity box, the Goodwill box, the sell box, the recycle box, the trash box, it doesn't matter what it's going into as long as I am releasing it. Each thing we part with, whether physical or emotional, teaches us something about who we've been and who we are becoming. What it teaches us that letting go is not just about loss, it's about learning presence. Every release carries a lesson about trust, gratitude, or resilience. The more we clear, the more space we create for what aligns with us now. Release allows us to move forward with lighter hearts and clearer minds. And I have to tell you, after my sorting today, like I got up this morning, I was kind of like dragging a little bit. I'm a morning person. I usually bounce out of bed and all that, but I was dragging a little bit this morning. But I got moving, got done what needed to get done, had my breakfast, got online, did the chat thing. And then as the day went on, I was feeling better about myself. Yes, I did burn myself out by the end of the day and had to go take a nap, but that's okay because I was listening to my body. When my body said we need to get moving, I got up and got moving. In my yoga shorts, they have these really cool pockets on the side. So one has my cell phone and the other one has my my utility knife and my And the utility knife is that little one that you push the little button and the blade comes out. But some people call them box cutters. Mine's a little heavy duty one. And my marker, I don't have it on me now because it's down the other room, but it's got a thick thing on it and it's red. And so I'm writing on the boxes October 2025 because it's now October, it's 2025. That's when I'm going through them. And those ones that get the October 2025 on them are the one, and the previous months as well, are the ones that are going to New Zealand, that the packers, when they come in, will have to go through the boxes and determine, can we use the box that it's in? No, we need to repack the box into one of our boxes. So that's what they're going to do. I'm not allowed to seal any of them. I can pack boxes, but I'm not allowed to seal any of them. And which is good. That's fine with me. Because they've got to come along and they have to do a detailed inventory. And so I can write on the outside of the box what's in there, and that helps them move the boxes to wherever it has to be. The cool part is that when those boxes get to New Zealand, they unpack everything. They do all the unpacking. I'm just like, oh, I can't wait. They do all the unpacking and take away all the boxes and the whatever they've got the stuff wrapped in and all that sort of. They take away all the packing stuff with them. So I don't need to dispose of any of it. And I'm just like, this is going to be so cool, because I'm now looking at renting a place when I get to New Zealand rather than buying a house, because I figured if I rent for about a year, it gives me more of a feel of the area and the place and stuff. I can get used to living in the area and figuring out where exactly I want to buy. Because I've been looking at places to buy, and I'm like, this is a really nice house. I like this house. But do I like its location? I don't know, because I don't know the location very well. I haven't been in that area for 6 years. There's been a lot of changes. And when I was there 6 years ago, it was just for 10 days for my brother's birthday. So, and I was staying at his place for part of it and my parents' place for the other part of it. And so I didn't really get to know the area. And all the times I've visited, I've just been there for a few days and not really gotten to know the area. So I said to Mum and Dad, I said, I'm actually going to rent. I'm going to rent a place for a year to get the feel of the area, to determine where exactly I want to live. And they go, that's a great idea. So there's a couple of places that have come up for rent, including the house across the street from my mum and dad that sold a few weeks ago. It's now on the market to rent. And I'm sort of like, that could be fun. So we're looking at places to rent and different areas to rent in to see how we go. And but so far it's starting to get, it's actually working to my advantage, because it's getting to the busy season, because we've got the flip seasons, because up here in the Northern Hemisphere, as we're going from fall into winter, New Zealand's going to spring into summer. And which is summertime being the summer vacations, which is about 6 weeks in New Zealand. It's like the last 2 weeks of December and basically all of January, and they go back to school the end of January, beginning of February. But that's the moving time. That's the busy period of moving, because it's the end of the school year. You want to get moved and relocated before the beginning of the new school year if you've got kids. So it's starting to get towards that busy season. It's the same that we see here in the States. Towards the end of the school year, which is June, July timeframe, people are looking at relocating to get in place before the kids start school again in a new area and things like that. So I'm kind of getting into that place where people are going to be moving out of the area. Maybe we'll see, but I'm keeping an eye on the market. I check the website every day, and they actually had 3 new houses go on the listings, but there were 2 I definitely wouldn't even look at for sale, because down in New Zealand the stucco is not done as good as it is up here, and they have issues with it down there. So my parents said, don't even look at a house with with what you guys call stucco. So I avoid this one, and there are 2 out of the 3 with that. But anyway, back to feeling released. And when I woke up from my nap, I felt energized, and I know that tonight's going to be a good night to get some more sorting done. I'm actually just finished sorting I've got a box that I didn't throw. I got rid of over half of the contents in the box. I was like, yes, this feels so good when I do this. And the more I release, the better I'm feeling about myself. So every release carries a lesson about trust, gratitude, and resilience. The more we clear, the more space we create for what aligns with us now. Yay! Release allows us to move forward with lighter hearts and clearer minds. And this is it's a physical and emotional and a mental situation. The more you clear, the clearer your mind becomes, the lighter you physically feel, the more energy you get, because now you have room for creativity to come in and productivity, and you're more creative and productive when you clear the clutter. And yes, you might say, but this clutter's been around for a while and everything else, and it had its use. It's now time to let it go. So yeah, that's really cool. So what happens? When we stop clinging to what once was and beginning honoring what is. Our energy shifts from resistance to readiness. The empty space becomes fertile ground for new growth. We find unexpected peace in surrendering control. How we carry forward, we practice gratitude for what each chapter taught before closing it. One small act of release becomes a ritual, donating, deleting, or forgiving. Honor the feelings that rise up when you let go. They are proof of your depth. Remember that clearing isn't just about space, it's about clarity. Yes, so the more you clear, the more clarity you get, the more productive you become, the more creative you become, the more free you feel because you're not feeling weighted down. Think of it this way. You walk into a room that's you've had stuff in for a while. And this was one of the bedrooms. It was just basically full of boxes. I had boxes down this side, boxes down this side. I had boxes down the middle. And every time I walked in that room, I was sort of like, oh. Now this room has the boxes that are going to New Zealand are down this side. The middle piece is all gone. And I'm working on clearing the boxes that are on this wall. And I walk in that room and there is so much carpet that is free now. And I was like, yes. And do a little dance because it is freeing, and I don't go in there and feel like the pressure of everything in the room that was there. I now walk in and I feel lighter, more energetic, because I can finally see progress. For a long time, I've been chipping away, not really seeing any progress. Like I will take carloads of stuff I took stuff to Goodwill, like filled up the back of the car with stuff to go to Goodwill, went down there, came home and go, and walking around the house and go, well, where did that stuff come from? There wasn't any clearing in any space. Now I can go into a room and I'm sort of like, whoa, I have really made some progress. This is going to be fun. And so I'm trusting the process of opening a box. Do I need it? Yes, no, go. Next thing. I opened up a box of books today, and there was and I was looking at the titles and going, why are there 3 copies of that book sitting next to each other? I don't need 3 copies. 2 come out. They can go into the donate pile, and I will keep 1. Yeah, I tell you, by the time I get down to New Zealand and all my stuff arrives and they get to unpack it all for me. So my goal is to be into a house before my stuff arrives from the States. The stuff from the States is going to take 12 to 14 weeks to get there. So I'm sort of like, okay, that's going to put me around the January, February timeframe for arrival of stuff. So I thought, well, I can get into a house before then. I need to buy a guest bed, so I can get one of those and I can sleep on the guest bed until my bed arrives from the States, because, yes, I am taking my bed with me. And my mum's like, why don't you just buy one when you get down here? I said, I just spent a whole bunch of money on this. It's not even 2 years old. I would get about this much back compared to the cost. I said it is totally worth taking it. Plus it's broken in. My recliner is coming with me too. That decision has been made. I even found, where'd it go? It was sitting here. I even found the booklet for the thing on how you put it together and how you take it apart, because the back comes off. So I found that. So I can give that to the movers. But they may already know that because of all the moving that they do. And where did I put that booklet? Oh, it was here. But I picked up a whole bunch of stuff and I've got it. Yeah, I think I'm going to sort through this tonight. I'm going to take this stuff into the other room and just sort through it, because I actually have a milk crate down here with some files in it. And it's had stuff dumped on top over time. And then there's a pile of stuff I have now dumped on the floor that was here because I had to clear the desktop so I could take a picture of my little 19-inch TV DVD combo that sits here. I tell you, having that thing on the desk is just awesome, because it means I can watch stuff throughout the day and have it on. And what was the Wayne Dyer thing? There was a Wayne Dyer thing. What was it called? It was like 2 words. And I just put the DVD in, and it just basically just ran loop after loop after loop. And it was going on in the background. It wasn't too loud, but I could hear it. And it just had such a great message the first time through. I was like, I'm watching that again. And I can still do my work. And then I might even pause it at some point and then finish off what I was typing, because what they're saying I want to pay attention to, but I've got to type out a response to a client. So I'll do the stuff for the client, and then I'll put the playback on that. But I love that little TV. If only it had the dual power thing. It would go with me if it had the dual power thing. Let's see. Have we done that one? Yep, we've done that one. All right. So the legacy connection is, as we release what no longer belongs, we create room for the legacy we want to live and leave. Clearing the way isn't about erasing the past. It's about tending to the foundation our future will rest upon. So here are your 4 reflection questions for today. Number 1, what is one thing, physical, emotional, or mental, that you're ready to release? Number 2, what lesson has holding on taught you? Number 3, how can you express your gratitude for something you're letting go of? You just say, thank you for providing me with whatever the thing is, this bottle of cleaner. Thank you for cleaning the glass. So this is my glass cleaner. Thank you very much for cleaning my glasses so well. I no longer need you. I have people that you can now go and serve. I know it seems stupid, but it works. Number 4, what small clearing could create space for new growth in your life? And our closing thought for this evening, each release, no matter how small, is an act of courage. It's how we honor the lessons behind us and prepare for the possibilities ahead. And remember, if you're going through a sorting process, whether it's mentally, physically, your surroundings or anything like that, getting ready for moving and all of that sort of stuff, it's all a process. Marry the process, divorce the results, and everything becomes so much clearer. If you're sort of like, oh, but I've got to get it down to, because this is the problem I've been having, is sort of like, oh my gosh, I feel like I've got too much, and I was panicking because there was so much stuff to go through. And then I was sort of like, whoa. Let's take a step back. Yes, the result is we need to have it to fit into this small space, and it's going to cost us this amount of money. Let's divorce the result, because that's the results. So let's divorce that results and trust the process of opening boxes, going through them, determining what stays, what goes, determining what goes. Is it donate? Do I donate it? Do I sell it? Do I recycle it? Is it trash? When you divorce the results and marry the process, it is such a completely different point of view, and things go very quickly, exactly how they should, and you get results that you may not expect, but you still end up getting results. So with that, we are out of here. Go out, have a super fantastic, sparkling evening. I'm going to go have dinner and then do some more sorting, because I have energy to burn, but I need to fuel the body first. Fuel the body, go burn it off, then go have a good night's sleep. So go out, have a super fantastic, sparkling evening, and we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow evening at